All right.
We're live.
Hey, it's Chris Homestead the hard way. If you've watched our channel for a while, you know we used to do kitchen talks. I used to sit right here and give my 2 cents worth on things, homesteading advice, farming advice. But I'm going to put a little disclaimer in front of this one. If you're easily offended, go find you something else to watch, because you ain't going to like it. And this is not directed at any of our little homestead community. But I want y'all to do me a favor. I want you to put this on Facebook, broadcast it all over the world, because I got something to see. And I've done some soul searching about whether or not I'll do this video, but I finally decided it needs doing. So y'all help me spread it around. I don't know what has happened or when it happened. Seems like even when I was a youngin', there was a little bit of it around. But we've had a stupid epidemic. I don't know how human beings could be as ignorant as they really are. But that's something y'all need to know. Unless you dug it up on the creek bank to have something to eat. Unless you went and caught it yourself or dug it up on the creek bank, a farmer grew it. Now, I don't know where you'd ever get the idea that that's not how it works. I don't care if it came from Food Line, Piggly Wiggly, McDonald's, or Burger King, a farmer somewhere grew it. He was in America, Australia, Guatemala, the Philippines, somewhere. But he grew it. Or she grew it. But a farmer grew it. And somebody had to ship it. There were several people. If you eat a banana, there's a lot of people had their hands on that banana. Meat comes from animals. Just because you didn't raise it and you didn't kill it doesn't make it any better if you're preaching that farming's cruel. Let's just take the American farmer for an example. The American farmer has, and I don't know statistics, I haven't researched the exact numbers, but I'm just going to go by what I know here where I live. There's about half the land that used to be farmed being farmed. By about maybe 15% of the farmers. So to put that in perspective for you, if in 1940 we had 100 farmers tending 100,000 acres of land, now we've got 15 farmers tending 50,000. That's just in my county, in my state. Now, the pressure on them farmers is they've got to grow enough to feed this country and export and make a living. Well, here's another little hot secret for you. Farming is not an exact science. It's the quickest way to go broke, I know. I watched my daddy starve to death, figuratively, because we had something to eat. We didn't have any money. I watched us struggle financially my whole life. I've watched myself struggle financially my whole life. I listened to my wife tell me how crazy I am to keep trying to do it because we're not making it financially. But we do it because it's a tradition. It's in our blood. We've got to do it. You can't. I know people that work a full-time job so they can afford a farm. And then, we make these little YouTube videos, and I put up some big videos, and I've heard everything in the world. I'm every kind. They're going to kill me. They're going to track me down and kill me because I hurt these poor little old pigs. Well, how can you raise a calf and then eat it? How can you do this? How can you do that? Well, that's just life. And I don't know if it was Walt Disney. I don't know if it was that book, Charlotte's Web. I don't know where human beings have got the idea that there's a disconnect between agriculture and a grocery store. I have met people that were stupid enough to think that the food comes out the back of the grocery store, that steaks are made in a factory, that everything is man-made, that milk can be man-made, that the raw ingredients are man-made. it didn't come from a farm. I had somebody the other day, I asked them, I said, give me an example of a food that doesn't come from a farm, and they said pizza. And I tried my absolute best to convince this idiot that the flour was wheat, that the crust was made out of. The tomato sauce, hey, genius, was tomatoes. That the cheese came from milk, and the pepperoni was pork. Maybe beef. Pork and beef, maybe. I'm not sure about pepperoni. But anyway, I named off where all the ingredients came from. They still didn't believe me. They thought I was an idiot. And I know with my southern accent, people deduct 20 IQ points as soon as they hear me talk. But I promise you that when y'all were starving to death with a yard full of chickens, we're going to be eating. I may not never have a job working on a space shuttle, but I know how to make a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich from scratch. Raised a pig, raised a chicken, raised an egg. I know how to do it. Push come shove, I can raise the wheat. Got sense enough to grind it. It might not be pretty white store-bought bread, but I can come up with some sort of fire and make the bread. But just to reiterate, then I'm going to let you go. Everything you eat comes off a farm, and half of what you wear, half of your clothing, all of your food. The only food I can think of right off the top of my head, and there may be some more, but the only food I think of off the top of my head that people eat regularly that wasn't farm raised is seafood. Can you think of anything else, Pumpkin? Seafood, that's it. That's not really working out now, is it? And what kind of fish in the ocean's out, running out? But a few thousand years ago, somebody decided it was simpler to raise cows than chase down buffalo. Now, we domesticated corn. Corn is so domesticated that scientists at one time couldn't figure out where corn came from. They finally figured out it came from a little wheat-looking plant, had a little head on it about that long. There's a reason you can't find a wild watermelon that looks like what we got. We domesticated this stuff. We raised it. We made it into something you could eat. But y'all do me a favor and spread this around, because I about had just about all of it I can take. And I don't know what they teach in public schools anymore. And I don't know what mom and daddies teach anymore. Or just how people can be that crazy. And then when you tell them the truth, they look at you like you lost your ever-loving mind. They don't believe you. That ain't possible. Yeah, dude, it's possible. But they don't believe you. So y'all spread this around. Maybe it'll help. Just maybe it'll help somebody. And thank y'all for watching.